Welcome to the only country in Africa never to be colonized. Yes, I'm here in Ethiopia, which is known as one of the oldest countries in the world. Except for a brief military occupation by Italy during World War II, the country was never colonized by a foreign power. Ethiopian civilization can trace back to the Aksumite Kingdom, a powerful ancient empire that arose around 400 BC and was even documented in the King James Version of the Bible as the Kingdom of Aksum. In fact, Ethiopia is a Christian-majority country and is one of the earliest Christian nations after adopting it in the 4th century. They use one of the oldest alphabets in the world still in use today and speak Amharic, the country's official language. They're also known as the cradle of humanity, with the oldest human remains ever found here in Ethiopia. The country has a lot of culture and history that you would see on a visit here. But I think my favorite part is the food. They are known for their injera, a spongy bread, different stews, liberal use of spices, and vegetarian or vegan options, as Ethiopians will often give up meat several weeks a year for religious purposes. And we can't forget the coffee. Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee, and this beverage is everywhere. Some people might include Liberia in that definition, but I think it's up for debate. However, it's still amazing to be here in this country packed so full with history. This country is the birthplace of coffee. Yes, in Ethiopia, wild coffee plants were found in the highlands and eventually cultivated into the beverage we know today. Here they take their coffee simple. You can add sugar, but not everyone does this. You typically do not take the coffee with milk, and it's served out of this large pot called a jabina. It's usually made from clay or metal and used to boil the water before adding the coffee grounds to let it steep for a few minutes. They will often serve the coffee alongside a sprig of rue leaves. You then stir this into the coffee and the heat will release the flavors from the plant. It gives it a citrus note that adds to the overall flavor of the coffee. Coffee culture is also very important in Ethiopia. There are a lot of cafes in the capital, Addis Ababa. Here people love to hang out and drink Italian-style coffees like macchiatos. This version has milk in it and is different from the traditional Ethiopian coffee. I love coming to Ethiopia because the coffee is always so good and so accessible. There's practically a coffee shop on every corner as they celebrate their heritage around this amazing beverage.
This is what you can get with $1 on the streets of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
$1 was equal to 110 birr at the time of filming this video. The first thing I'm trying is a cup of Ethiopian coffee. Coffee is originally from this country and they drink it straight with no milk. This cup cost me 20 birr. I'm at the Mercado or Central Market and I came across this guy selling slices of watermelon. A small one is very refreshing and costs 10 birr. Next up I'm trying shimbra. A man comes around and sells it out of a large bowl. These are roasted chickpeas and a small pack again costs just 10 birr. Now it's time to get some roasted corn. They cook it over these hot coals and carry it in a tray like this around the market. They also have a steamed variety, but a cob of corn like this costs just 20 birr. As I'm eating all this food, I'm getting a little bit stuck in my teeth, so I come and buy this Ethiopian toothbrush. It's called a miswak and it's a twig that you can use to clean your teeth. One of these will set you back 10 birr. I haven't been able to hit my $1 mark until I found this bottle of Coke. They sell it in glass bottles and you have to return it to the vendor when you're done. This was super refreshing after all that walking around, and the bottle costs 40 birr. So there you have it. That's what you can get with $1 on the streets of Addis Ababa.